Good morning, everybody. Tuesday, September 9th, 2025. It is 6 in the morning. I set my alarm for 5:30. Got my gear on. I'm going to take my Gary Fisher today to I'm planning to do a 100-mile bicycle ride. I think I could do it. I've never done that much in one day. I mean, come close. I've done about 80 miles when I took this Gary Fisher road bike to Toronto. But this is a crazy trip. This is going to be probably my most physically challenging at 55 years old. Definitely probably the hardest thing I've ever done. So it's a 2,700 foot climb up to Verisburg, which is right outside the outskirts, 20 minutes from Letchworth State Park. So if you know the area, there's a ton of hills. I'll be traveling through 4 counties: Niagara County, Erie County, Wyoming County, and Genesee County. So to get to Darien Lake on the way there is roughly my halfway mark. But then from Darien Lake to Seiler Road gets really, really difficult. It's a 2,700 foot climb. So just imagine 2,700 feet pedaling up. So a couple parts that I'm not looking forward to, but I'm gonna really try to just do this trip. My goal is to get to Linda's house and then just turn around and come right back to our house, which she'll meet me here later. Now, last time I tried this trip was 2 years ago, and I just made it there, and it was torture. It was not gonna lie, it was a hard trip with those uphills. But this time I think I have a little bit better of a route planned, but biggest important thing is I'm in better shape. So physically I'm good to go as far as I'm aware. So wish me luck. I got some light gear on my head. It is still dark out right now. Well, the sun's probably another hour, maybe start coming up. So I'm gonna pump up the tires to 110 PSI. They're really nice Bone Traeger puncture resistant tires. The bike is solid. It's a Gary Fisher road bike, and it's light. It's like 19 pounds. So I feel good. In the best shape of my life. I think I can do this. 100 miles there and back. It's like 50 each way. Well, the way home obviously will be mostly downhill. So that's where I think I can really do this if I just get in the brain. So thanks for watching. All right, guys, current temperature 45 chilly degrees because it's cold out. And current time is 6:30 a.m. Here we go. Let's do it. I don't get to see too many sunrises because I sleep a lot in the day, but this is a beautiful one. And I'm glad the sun's finally coming up because it was really cold first 5 miles, really cold. All right, I'm at 77 and Route 5. 5 miles from Darien Lake is that way. And I do see my first windmills. I was gonna stop at this Tim Hortons, but I think that'll slow me down. Well, obviously time-wise it'll slow me down, but I'm at 2 hours and 15 minutes to get to this point. So 2.5 hours to Darien Lake-ish. That's my kind of halfway point, but then it's all uphill from there. All right, current time 9:40. Right, I think it's 9:40. That puts my time to Darien Lake at just a little over 2.5 hours. Finally started to warm up, thank God. My body felt like cement. All right, just getting a little breather here. This is kind of the halfway point to Linda's house. So I'm at 30 miles. I call it the halfway point even though I have 20 more miles to get to her house. But mentally it's the halfway point because from here to Route 20A is all uphill. That's 10 miles. Then another 10 miles up to her house is extremely uphill. So I'm just chilling. I actually, this apple pie here was from my trip last week when I climbed up Mount Ampersand. It was still in my pack. I never ate it, so I'm gonna enjoy this apple pie and then get back on the bike. All right, current time 10:15 a.m. That puts me at almost 4 hours on this bicycle, and these hills are brutal. I still have 6.5, almost 7 miles just to get to 20A, and it's like all uphill. It's pretty torturous. I got this. This giant house back there tells me I'm getting closer to 20A, but it also tells me I got major hills coming up. All right, this ride's kicking my booty, but here's a little downhill. I'll take it. Well, that was fun while it lasted. Not gonna lie, some of these hills are just too tough to ride up. I got it in the very, very first gear, and I could barely make it up without struggle. All right, well, I finally made it to 20A, and that was a hard 10 miles. That was tough. I had to get off the bike a couple times. That was straight uphill. This next section is the hardest part. So definitely not looking forward to this. Right by Burncliffe, the golf course, that's fucking straight up. All right, well, Burncliffe is a bitch. I knew it would be. I'm about halfway up this piece. And yeah, I'm not ashamed to say I gotta walk the bike, man. It's just too much. Too much. I'm dying over here. I'm dying. Well, I made it up that hill. I'm telling you, even walking the bike up that hill was a challenge. I can't imagine riding up that hill. That by Burncliffe Golf Course, that is a tough one. On that last hill, I hit 65 kph. Whatever that is in miles per hour. It seemed pretty fast. I was rattling. I got a little scared for a minute. Holy fucking buzzkill. Do you know how many places that I passed just because I had my heart set on going here for a fucking steak sandwich? Motherfucker. Pizza, wings, subs, Red Bull, ice cold water. You gotta be fucking kidding me. And they're closed. Like, what the fuck? That's just not good. That's like terrible. It just really took the wind right out of my sails, dude. I passed by so many places I could have stopped at. And this, I was kind of thinking of this place. Because I've had their food before and it's good. Oh, you bastards. They're closed because they paved. Alright, well, it's dry now, so open up. Fuck. Hidden Valley. See some llamas. Holy crap, this is one steep hill I'm about to climb up. It'll be fun on the way home, but not so much fun right now. You might not be able to tell from the video, but this hill is silly. I mean, seriously? It's just crazy. All right, 5.5 hours roughly on the actual bike and 7 hours total to get here to my destination on Seiler Road. I'm gonna literally turn around and head right back. I don't know who lives in this beautiful area, but they have wonderful landscaping here. Beautiful. If you need a stump ground up, call Luke's Roots. All right, current time is 2:30. I'm recharged, ready to get back on this bike. And the ride home should be, I mean, it's still 50 miles, but it's predominantly downhill. So that's a blessing. I think I should be able to get home in between 5 and 6 hours. It took me 7 hours to get here. But that was with some brakes and stuff. So I'm thinking with downhills, I might not need as many brakes. So we'll see what happens. It's 2:30 right now. I just flew down that Centerline Road. That was scary. I got up to 47 miles per hour. That was pretty scary. Whoever said the way home was all downhill was wrong. Oh wait, I said that. I was wrong. This is a huge uphill. I'm just like pushing the bike. I'm dead. I'm so dead. I'm dead. Dead. Blah, blah, blah. Here's the crazy thing about this ride is I'm here now, but minutes ago I was way up there by those windmills. Way up at the top. It's a trip. When you're on a 100-mile bike ride, this sign right here might as well be a pair of titties. My first roadside score. Pair of Foster and Grant glasses. Clean as a whistle, no scratches. This is kind of cool. I've been on this road for 10 miles or so, and this is the first color change I've seen in the leaves on the whole street. All right, there she is, Darien Lake. This puts me at 70 miles for the day. 30 miles more to go to get home. 100 miles today. Most of it up brutal hills. So the way back, I mean, it hasn't been all a bed of roses, but definitely way better than the way there. Beautiful day. All right, time for a little snack. Compliments of Linda Lee, the girl for me. Had it crammed in this little bag. Oh wow, the sun is still out. I probably have a 3-hour ride home from here. Maybe not that much, 2.5. Long day on the bike. Totally worth it. All right, you little rascals, current time is 7:20. That means I've been on this bike way too fucking long. I actually, believe it or not, thought I'd be home by 3:30. And now it's almost 7:30 and I still got an hour and a half to go. So now that the sun's down, I'm gonna have to put on some protective lighting, my sweatshirt, and I'm in the home stretch though. Feeling pretty good, my legs feel good. I'm at almost 80 miles. So in 4 miles, I'll get to Salt Road. And once I am at Salt Road, that puts me at 85 miles, and I have 15 miles to get home. I'm glad I caught this piece of stone before the sun went all the way down. I saw this on my way here. This is an insane piece of stone. Wow, that is sick. I just love that. This is at Colada, what's it called? Colado stone. That's a Colado stone, man. That is sick. Wow. Only $10. That's a good price. All right, I'm driving by the Great Pumpkin Patch over here, which means I'll be driving by Antique World, which means I'll be turning right onto Salt Road, which means I've gone 80 miles, 85 to be exact. So in about a quarter mile, I'll pull onto Salt Road. Then I got 15 miles to get home. And it is dusk. It's a very dangerous time to drive. But I got a headlight facing the other way, so hopefully cars can see me. And that's it. Beautiful sky. Gotta love it. All right, kids, there you have it. 100 miles in the hopper. Pulled in right as Tommy was pulling in. How was your workout?
Oh, pretty good. My back's pumped.
He said his legs were tired. I said, yeah, me too. What was that? What's that noise?
I don't know.
Is that Tesla? What the? That's what that car sounds like?
Yeah.
Tracy's driving a rental car, a Tesla, and it sounds like...
It's got no sound.
It sounds like a UFO. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm home safe, 100 miles. I left at 6:30 and just getting home now. And there's my girlfriend.
Hi, Linda.